Hi, Ken here from Ultralight, and today I figured we'll do a little something different. I thought it might be nice to let everybody know who's running Ultralight now. After 25 years, the previous owner sold Ultralight. I had worked for them for 8 years, so it was like perfect timing, almost. So I bought Ultralight in March 2020, which is of course when everything shut down, but actually that gave me a lot of time to redo things and just do moving the business, doing the new website, doing a lot of things that I wanted to do. So it worked out perfect actually. So here we are now. This is March 2020 or March 2021 actually, a year later, and it's all been well worth it, and things are only, starting to look up even more. So a little bit about myself. I love diving, mainly cold water. Although I do, warm water stuff too as well, but I've run a business, Channel Islands Dive Adventures, for the past 14 years, doing a lot of local trips and warm and cold water vacations. I was certified in 1976 in Riverside. That was with NASDS. And then when I moved to Oxnard, I had a long surface interval. That was like probably 12 years long. But after that, I got hooked up with the Ventura College Dive Program, which was a NAUI program. And in '91, I started back through that from square one, worked my way up to dive master, instructor, and been diving a lot since then. I don't do any instructing now. I would much rather have fun on a boat leading groups than doing actual instructing. But, it all helps out. So anyways, for family too, my wife and I have been married for 26 years, and actually we've been together for 37 years. So I like stability, I guess you could say. My wife has 2 kids, and with them we have 4 grandchildren, and on top of that, I'm a great grandpa. So I've got a new great-granddaughter in Washington, and then we have a great-grandson here in Ventura area. So life is great. I love family. We do a lot of family stuff. So that's a lot of what my life revolves around. Also, like hobbies, we like to go out camping and diving, like to places like Jade Cove are probably my ultimate best kind of thing to do. We do a lot of hiking, outdoor type things. Thinking about the dive trips, cold water diver I had mentioned. So my favorite place is British Columbia, Vancouver Island. I've dove there a number of times over the past 20 years, and I love it up there. I also love collecting things underwater, as far as like plates, bottles, the glass, I forget the name of them, the glass things that are on the power poles, the insulators, and anything like that. So that's always a lot of fun. So as far as work, I mentioned stability. I worked for the County of Ventura for 31 years, and I was probably one of the youngest people who retired. I retired when I was just over 50, and that was to go to work for Ultralight, my friends at Ultralight, and I'd known them for like the past 20 years. So it all worked out. I was a heavy equipment mechanic for the county, with probably 25 years of that was out in the field working on generators and farm equipment and stuff like that. So I love that too, although I don't do that as much any longer. And then, like I said, I retired so I could go to work for the previous owners, and then I had mentioned I worked for Ultralight for 8 years, and now here I am. So life is wonderful, and you just got to follow your dreams. All right, now on to part 2 of our little presentation. Anyways, like I mentioned before, we moved the business over to Oxnard. And one thing a lot of people didn't realize or haven't realized is the business has been run the last 25 years out of a house. So moving it to a warehouse in Oxnard is a really big thing. And I tell you, I get emails asking about our accounting department, things like that. So it's basically one-man show, and I have one other employee who's a godsend. She does all our image work and helps out with pretty much everything around here. So also leading to that, like I said, I'm a one-man show. So if I'm going to work in the office, then I wear this hat, and if I'm going to work in the shop, I put on my other hat. So I'm a man with many hats, many talents, but a master of none. Also, we've, let's see, for this past year, we've introduced a bunch of new parts, also a bunch of new colored parts, which we have some of them right here. We have some new base adapters that are colored, a lot of T-knobs. So if you want to add something with some color to your life, get some of our new colored parts. A lot of this is the cinematography industry uses colored parts for different cameras. But hey, we can still use that on our underwater stuff and give it a little pizzazz. And I mentioned cinematography. A lot of people don't realize that we do a lot of cinematography business. Actually, we do stuff worldwide, and more of our dealers overseas are all cinematography industry people. So we do a lot of business in that field, and that's where we've really been pushing a lot of the new products and things lately. To go along with that, we also have some new brand ambassadors, both for our underwater industry and our cinematography industry. And what's nice about them is they know what people are using or what they need to use or what kind of parts they would like to see us build. So in collaboration with them, we are able to start offering a lot more parts. And especially in the cinematography industry, I've got probably a dozen parts now that we never offered or even knew about before I bought the business, and it's really expanding. So that's been a really good thing. Other than that, I think that's probably it for our accomplishments for this year. I don't think I mentioned that we built and redesigned a complete new website. That also took probably 4 months. And now I know also why web design is so expensive. We did it ourselves pretty much, but it was a lot of work, but well worth it. So check out our website. We also have our brand ambassadors on there. We also have a dealer locator on there, a store dealer locator, which is really nice. Put in where you're at, and it will search your area and let you know who's available. Let's see, I think that's it for now, and we'll cover the next part in a different area of the office. So what's in store for the next 25 years for Ultralight? Well, I can tell you that we plan on offering the excellent products that we offer. Also plan on taking care of you as the customer with excellent customer service like we usually do. And just a last thought is to remember that everything that we make is made here in the US and assembled by yours truly. Everything is from within almost 2 miles of this warehouse, and we will continue doing that and continue doing our best to serve our customers and your needs. Other than that, have a fantastic day, and I had fun doing this and look forward to seeing some of you out and talking to you on the phone or by email.